Hello cruisers, Trent here, and today I welcome you to cruise along with me. Today I'll be talking about why people quit their cruise ship jobs, or cruise ship job. I made a video about why people get fired from their cruise ship. I will include that in my description if you're interested in checking out that video. But let's get to it. Why do people quit their cruise ship jobs? The first major reason people quit their cruise ship jobs is because they did not do the proper research. The cruise ship, you are working a ton, you are not having a day off, you are living on the ship all the time, you may not have a lot of time off to go explore. You just did not do your research. A lot of times people come here, usually the college-aged people, thinking that it's going to be just like any other job. They're going to work 40 hours a week, they'll get time off to go have fun, and stuff like that. That is not the case. You're going to be working your butt off if you're here, and you're going to be having a very interesting way of living life. Again, this is not for everyone. So people tend to quit for that reason quite often, and we have a lot of turnover. They just cannot keep up with what this job takes. Another reason that a ton of people quit is because they feel like there isn't an advancement. What's happening on my ship currently is that no person that works in the restaurant department is allowed to transfer to another department. So someone might have came here with hopes to go to a different department or just a different branch, and now they're being forced to stay because they're so understaffed. Well, if that's the case and they had those hopes and dreams, they may be quitting and running off just because that is not what they were expecting. That's not what they want. They don't like their job and they just want to go do something else. Another reason that people tend to quit this job is for love. I've seen it happen a few times. Sometimes it's ended amazingly for the person, and sometimes it ended terribly for the person. But they meet someone on a cruise ship, they fall in love, it's the end of their contract, and they either follow them off the ship or just decide when to leave with them, and that they'd rather see where that would go than the job. I've seen it happen a lot. I've seen it happen in about one or two cases where it was amazing and the person is still with them. Layla, if you're watching this video, I'm talking about you. But in most cases, they end up breaking up extremely fast, and they find out that the cruise ship life is very different when it comes to relationships, and then they quit. Another reason that people quit is the bosses, the culture of that department. Not every department is going to have the same culture. Not every department is going to have bosses that you like. If you are working every single day and you just cannot get along with who you're working with or who you're working for, you're not going to have time, and you're probably going to get fed up eventually and leave the ship. Now, another huge reason that people leave the cruise ship are roommates. First off, they're either not used to living with people, they don't like it whatsoever, they don't like how small the rooms are. We've literally had someone walk on the ship before, see the room, and if you've seen my room tours, you know they are pretty small, and just decide, hey, I'm done, I'm getting off the ship immediately. We've had people quit after being on the ship for less than 30 minutes. And then you have people that live with roommates, and they do not get along with their roommates whatsoever. They treat us like adults here. We are expected to get along with our roommates. They're not really going to step in unless there's some rules being broken, like if your room's being extremely messy, if your roommate's doing something that could get both of you fired, then they may step in. But most of the time, if it's just you two don't like each other, they're not going to do anything about that. You're going to have a hard time moving to a different room. Sometimes you're able to move in with your friend if they have a space available. But in some cases, they're in a different department, they have a different ranking, and you're not allowed to go and live with them. Next, another time people quit is it's just the end of their story. They are done with cruise ships, they've done a few contracts, they've used this to find an amazing career somewhere else. Now, I've seen this happen a lot with officers and a few other people where they will use this skill to go to some other company and are happy. They're just working on the mainland and they're just using this like any other type of job. Now, when they quit, they usually give a 2-week notice. It's not out of disrespect. Now, we do see a lot of people quit. Most people do not give a 2-week notice, but most people don't quit at the end of their contract. Usually they just jump. And what jump means is that you are done. You just leave the ship randomly. You take all of your stuff. You do not tell anyone. You go. If you jump ship, you're not coming back. Another huge reason that people quit is for medical reasons. This job is very tough on the body and mentally. A lot of people have mental health problems, and when they come here, they can't really work those problems out here. Sometimes it causes them to be more stressed overall. Sometimes if you're a little bit older, some of the jobs they take a toll on your body, and they just can't physically do the job. So they quit. Cruise ships are not for them. Yada yada. Another, probably the final reason that people quit is drama. You know, cruise ship talk is if you do something, every single person on the cruise ship knows. There's no ifs, ands, and what's about it. So if you do something, if you're spreading some gossip, if you're part of that gossip, it may really start to hurt your reputation. And if you have to deal every day with people thinking like, hey, I don't like this person did this person did this, and they constantly know your business, this may not be the job for you, and then they quit, they jump. But that is really all of the reasons I can think of people just quitting for. You know, there's those times where someone does something and they get written up and they disagree with getting written up and they quit, just be like, hey, I don't agree with this, I'm just leaving. Yeah, that kind of goes into the first point though. But cruisers, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned kind of why some people quit. Again, in my previous video, you can see why people get fired. And yeah, moral of the story, cruise ship life is not for everyone. I know I'm gonna keep on making videos about cruise ship information, so maybe I can help some people someday. Okay there, well my camera died there for a second, but again, I hope these videos are helpful for y'all. If what you wanted to see next time, what you want to see in the future, let me know. I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to subscribe. And cruisers, I will cruise with you again next time.
Please subscribe to my channel. It will make me feel really special.